So today I'm going to start the new topic that is what PWM. Okay, so what is the PWM? What is the benefit of the PWM, etc. So first let me describe the basic concepts about this one. Only then we can demonstrate practically. So we will discuss about the concepts, and it has the inbuilt PWM pins on the Arduino board, and what are the functions involved for utilizing the PWM facility. Okay, so discussing one by one. Its a full form is what? Pulse width modulation. Very important concepts. You will get the advantage when I discuss the demo portion. So these are the agendas. So see here on the Arduino board, Arduino Uno board, we have what a total 6 PWM channels. Just like what in the left side, I have 6 ADC channels. In the same way, we have the 6 PWM channels. So it is denoted by the tilde symbol before that number. For example, you can see tilde 3, tilde 5, tilde 6. Means this tilde symbol indicates this pin has the extra facility. Okay, means it is not meant for the digital input output. It is also meant for the PWM. Okay. Now first try to get the concepts. Once again, this is the difficult topic for you if you are not belonging to the embedded system. So, but I am trying to give you some information. Let me discuss. Let me give you some example. If you don't know anything about this one, suppose you have any LED or bulb. Means for glowing, what you are supplying? You are supplying the constant voltage. In case of LED, 5 voltage you are supplying. What is the status of the LED? It is glow always on. Okay, fine. Now, if you supply the ground 0 volt, then what happens? It is off. Now you tell me, if I supply just half, that is 2.5 volt, then what happens? It is glow, but it is dimmed. Means not brightness. Means I don't have the full brightness. Next case, take the next case. If I supply only 1 volt, same, it is glow, but brightness is reduced. Okay, so this is the concept. Means what here? Means changing the voltage. If you supply on the LED, change varying voltage, not instead of the constant voltage, means your LED should not be stable. Means your brightness should be varied. Okay, if you understand this point, then come on this one. Means how we can get this facility? Yes, means using the PWM concept, we can get this facility. Means which this facility? Means getting varying voltages. This is, see guys, this is our agenda. Means on the microcontroller board, I have either 5 volt or 3.3 volt. Yes, that is fixed. That is the constant. But using that, I want to make some different voltages. For example, 1 volt. For example, I may need 2 volt. For example, I may need 2.5 volt, etc. So how we can achieve this? Because we have only two states, 0 volt or 5 volt. So yes, using the PWM, I can achieve that one. Okay. So see here, concept behind this is what? Miss as a waveform duty cycle, you may have some idea about this one. What or we have the on state, we have the off state, on state, off state with some frequency. Okay. So generally, what happens? On state equals off state. Okay, means equalize. So generally, this is the concept of the wave. Okay, but if I change this ratio, I mean on state, time of the on state and time of the off state, then we may get the varying voltage. But remember, this voltage produced final voltage. This is not the constant. This is just the average. No problem. Means ultimately I'm going to get the somewhat varying voltage. So this is my agenda. So only we can achieve using the PWM concept. Once again, here just look at the slide. So it is a method for generating an analog signal using a digital source. So concept of duty cycle, a period of a pulse consists of an on cycle 5 volt and off cycle, that is 0 volt. The fraction for which the signal is on over a period is known as the duty cycle. So duty cycle, how you can calculate? T on by T on plus T off whole multiplied by 100. So you will get the duty cycle, obviously in the percentage symbol. So controlling the power. So what is the benefit of this one? Obviously using this, I am able to get the varying voltages, different voltages. Okay. So if I supply such varying voltage, definitely we can control the some devices like what? Controlling the power delivered to the load by using on-off signal. So PWM signals can be used to control the speed of DC motors also, which I will demonstrate in the future lecture session. And it is also used to change the intensity of the light, which I am showing today. So by repeating on-off pattern at a fast enough rate and with a certain duty cycle, that output will appear to behave like a constant voltage analog signal when providing power to device. Notice the last one, guys, and very important. But remember, the final voltage produced, this is not the fixed voltage. Actually, this is the average voltage. But ultimately, I am getting the voltage which I need. Okay, not the fixed voltage, 0 or 5 volt, etc. Okay, by repeating once again, by repeating this on-off pattern at a fast enough rate with some frequency and with a certain duty cycle, the output will appear to behave like a constant voltage analog signal when providing power to devices. Yes. Next one. So this is different duty cycle. So first one, what on period off period equals. So this is what signal A with 50% duty cycle, signal B with a 10% duty cycle, signal C with a 30% duty cycle, and so on. So accordingly, means what you need, just you can change that one, you can design that one. Next, what are the functions involved, guys, in the PWM? As I told you, for each and every topic, okay, we have the ready-made functions. We need to understand that function, only then we can utilize that. Okay, so we have the functions that is called analog write. Okay, in the previous lecture I encountered analog read, but I have the analog write, and you need to supply two parameters on which pin number, and that pin number must be related to the PWM, and second, what duty cycle you want. Okay, this is important. So duty cycle, it lies between 0 and 255. If you supply duty cycle as 255, it means always on. If you supply duty cycle as 0, it means you are producing the 0 voltage. If you supply duty cycle between these two numbers, so you will get some different analog voltage. For example, suppose I am writing the function like this, analog write 125. What happens on that PWM pin number 3? It generates PWM of near about 50% duty cycle. That is 2.5 volt average analog voltage. Once again, guys, this is not the constant voltage, because how it is generated by doing changing on off state. Okay, but overall I am getting the average voltage. So how much? 2.5 volt I will get. In the second case, if I supply 63, definitely I will have the waveform related to 25% duty cycle. This corresponds to 1.5 volt average analog voltage. In case of 190, it generates a PWM of 75% duty cycle, that is near about 3.75 voltage average analog voltage. Now you tell me, sorry for interruption. Now you tell me, if you supply, instead of supplying the constant previous 5 voltage, if you supply this one, then what should be the nature of that device? So obviously, means in case of LED, brightness is changed. Okay, in case of DC motor, speed will be changed, etc. Okay, so this is the concept of the PWM. Okay, fine. So this is the overview of the program. First, I have taken 3 variables: LED initialized by 6, pin number 6; brightness initialized by 0; fade amount 5. You will understand later about fade amount, because I am going to increment this fade amount. Next, we have the wide setup. Next, we have the loop function. Now focus on the loop. Means this is the first library call, function call, very important. I am calling analog write, and which pin number 6 I am passing, and what brightness. In this case, guys, brightness contains 0. Sorry for interruption. So brightness contains 0. So just analyze here. What happens? Means 0 voltage, overall 0 voltage supplied here. But later here brightness is changed. Brightness become 5. Now next time what happens? So some average voltage is produced on that pin number. Next time brightness becomes 10. So what happens? Some higher level voltage is produced on that pin number and so on. So what is the overall agenda? Means I am getting not the constant voltage, I am getting the varying voltage, 0 voltage, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 1, 1.5, like this. Means I am getting always varying voltage. When you supply this voltage to your LED, definitely you will see the changing brightness on that LED. So I am going that on the demo portion. Now nature is what? Just it looks like my previous one, means I use the potentiometer. So again I will show you in the second demo, means I will control that LED using the potentiometer. Okay, means what amount of knob I shift left or right on the potentiometer, accordingly means that LED or DC motor or any another device will be effective. Okay, so these are the demos which I am going to discuss. What LED fading, how to fade the LED. Fade means what? Just changing the brightness. Okay, next one, LED brightness control using the Arduino by varying port. Another demos I have, what controlling a speed of DC motor. But guys, today I am not going to discuss the DC motor because previously I didn't teach you. So when I start the DC motor topic, okay, then I will involve the PWM concept in the DC motor to handle the speed of that DC motor. Without involving the PWM concept in the DC motor, the speed is fixed. Okay, that will be discussed later. So wait for the demo, guys. Fine. So very first I need to open my Arduino. As you know, you must have the basic idea about the Arduino, so I am not discussing the basic elements about this one. Already I explained the code here, but this portion you can understand yourself. Okay, so at one time brightness becomes more than 255, so as a programmer we need to change that one, or at some times brightness may become less than 0, so I need to change that one. So this is the logic. Okay, so you understand this one. So what I am going to do, just I am saving the program. Yes, I am compiling the program. Yes, it is done. Next I am uploading the program, this compiled program, into my board, Arduino board. That is done. Okay, so my program is dumped on my microcontroller. Okay, now I am showing what. First let me open the webcam to show you each and everything. So once again, so very first what I am taking the one jumper wire, and see and notice means LEDs should be connected on which pin number? So pin number 6. So here I am taking pin number 7, pin number 6. This is the pin number. Okay, so connecting to the LED. I already described this design board previously. So first not this one. First I need to supply the ground to this board. So here I am taking the ground. Yes, all eight LEDs. Okay, yes, done. Next points, I need another jumper wire, male to female. So here I am taking any LED. Okay, now I am connecting this LED to which pin number on the board? I think we have in the program LED pin number 6. So 7, 6, this one. Yes, this is the way. And pin number 6 is also what a PWM, has no problem. So almost, just a minute, let me check that one. Oh, sorry, I did the mistake. Actually, I should involve in this one. That is the point. I am taking the another good LED. Yes. Now observe all of you guys. What is happening actually? Means in the previous lecture LED demo, that was the fixed. Okay, but here it is changing. So that's why it is called what? Fading LED. Means its brightness is changing all of it. So decreasing. Later it is increasing. So means program logic is designed like that one. Okay, So using PWM concept only we can achieve such things, such a facility. Means overall I am generating the varying voltage using the PWM concept, and that voltage is supplied to this LED. Okay, so means I am getting the different brightness. Okay, so this is the concepts. Next guys, I am taking the another means same PW concept, but what change? Means I want to see once again this is fixed. I am not disturbing anything. Okay, but I want to handle this the brightness of this LED using my previous potentiometer, which I explained in the previous ADC demo. Okay, so I want to connect this one to handle this one. So let me open the another program. So very first, so this is the another program guys, a small change. What? So here I used the value equals analog read. Already I discussed in the ADC lecture analog read. Means it is taking the analog data, converting it to digital one. Now that is stored into val variable. Now that val for that is supplied into analog write. So means I will control the same LED using the potentiometer. So first I am saving this one. Okay. Next one, just I am compiling this one. Next I am uploading this one. Yes, it is uploaded. Next, let me open the camera. Okay, now just see that notice the changes. Only I need to connect this potentiometer to this one. So once again, so you may have remembered the previous one. So very first one, it is related to what? VCC. So sorry, just a minute. Oh, sorry, this is the first one is the ground. First one is the ground. So here I am taking, I have already two ground, so no need of worrying. Yes. Next pin, middle one, I have the what? VCC. So gray color. So VCC also I have to take from the board. So I am taking from the board itself. Just what I am taking from the 3.3 volt. It is wrong. I should take from the 5. Yes, it is done. Next, last one, I have the third pin. This is the what? Analog data pin. So here I am connecting these two. Which one? A0 channel. See guys, this is the involvement of the previous ADC lecture and this one PWM. Okay, so joint concept PWM ADC. Yes, this is done. Okay. Now see here, means observe all of you here. In this time, my LED is not changing the brightness. Okay, means it is dependent on this potentiometer. Okay, when I make the changes here, then that should reflect there. So here, see here, I am changing the potentiometer value. I supplied the maximum analog value, so brightness is full. Now I am supplying the low, very low. Now brightness is 0, means supplying the 0 volt. Now taking the middle one, means it is related to what? Supplying the, means generating average 2.5 volt. So 2.5 volt is supplied to the LED. So what a brightness is not a full 100%, it is just 50%. Just changing and different way I am getting the different brightness. So this is the what means I can, if you understand my previous ADC concept, then you can better understand this one. Just I involve the ADC concept here. So I am controlling the LED using my potentiometer. Okay, I hope all of you understand these concepts, guys. Okay, fine. Meeting you in the next section. I will take the new topic. Okay, fine. Thank you for meeting.